So, I just want to tell you all the story, or just maybe explain the story behind the competition I entered through this particular organization. It's a really good organization, very near and dear to my heart, and I really appreciate the work that they do for individuals with disabilities, specifically individuals with spinal cord injuries. But let's get into it. Last year, I entered into a competition. You had to nominate yourself or someone nominate you, and I nominated myself. And my understanding of the contest was specifically, I'm thinking it was merit-based. So I'm an artist, so I applied as an artist. I sent them my portfolio and through the application, and I waited, and I got back, and they said, hey, you are gone on to the next step. The next step is to the next application to submit a video explaining who you are, submit another portfolio, just more in depth of what your work entails. So I did that, and then they're like, all right, now you are a finalist. The finalists each had to submit a video about themselves and just kind of like bring everything, like basically everything from the application, and just make a video just expressing who you are and how much this grant would mean to you and what it would do to improve your artistic goals. Man, I put together this extravagant video. I really thought I was doing something. I get an email back, stating, all right, videos are up, now get votes. And I'm like, huh? So now the competition, which I thought was based on merit, ended up just being a competition where you had to fend for yourself and get people to vote for you through their YouTube channel. And I'm like, all right. And when I looked on there's 3 of us, and I looked at each of our videos, and I'm like, all right, there was one guy that I personally know whose artwork is amazing. So I was nervous because I'm like, well, he's a finalist too. Oh man. And I'm like, all right, so I got to get this done. But little did I know that the other competitor in my category, she already had 100-something likes to the 0 that I had. I'm like, what in the world? I wanted to quit then. I'm like, I'm not doing this. First of all, I didn't know this was a competition-based grant or funding. I didn't know that I had to reach out to so many people in order to get likes or votes on this video. So I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. But then I'm like, all right, well, I kind of want to know what to do next. At this point, I am DMing people on my Instagram because I didn't realize the magnitude of how much votes I really needed for this competition. I'm just like, all right, I'll just, put it on my Instagram, say, hey, vote for me. And I sent them the link. But then I realized I was just getting, of all the efforts that I've done, there was 90 votes. And I looked back at the leaderboard, and she had like more than that. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. So we had a month to finish out the competition, get as much votes as you can, and the person in your category with the most votes wins. I just did not know what to do. Every time I get some, votes, she has more. I'm like, what in the world? So finally, I'm like, I have to do something. I even had a trip to the White House again. I made a QR code so people can scan it, and the link goes straight to the YouTube video, so all they need to do is like it. But I printed out posters and flyers for that. I went to the White House, got everyone I could possibly get there to vote. I went outside the White House, got people to vote for me, people who I'd never met. There was an event that I had to go to, a disability awareness event. I got my QR code, flyers, went to everyone I knew. I'm like, vote for me, I'm entering a competition. I went to my school because I go to Prince George's Community College. I went to students there, vote for me, my classmates, my professors, all of my instructors. And finally, I'm like, all right, I'm getting somewhere. And I finally got ahead. But this is the second to last day that the competition is ending. I had physical therapy at the time, And my therapist, she just was emailing so many people, and then people at the therapy office, all the receptionists and the other therapists were just rooting for me. They were like, Tyree, your video is very inspirational. She said it was beautifully put together. She said she shared it to everyone she knew, and they just met me. And so finally, it's the day ending of the competition. I am 100 points ahead. I go to my therapy office, do my physical therapy. And before I went to the office, like I said, I was 100 points ahead. I leave out of the office to get on my ride, my paratransit ride. I look, and she's 100 points ahead. So I'm like, wait, that's 200 votes. I'm saying points, but what I really mean is votes or likes. She's 200 likes ahead just within that hour that I had physical therapy. My heart sank. I'm like, how in the world is this happening? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I feel like I was just doing everything I knew how, and I just couldn't do anything more. So I'm expressing this to my driver. I'm just like, I'm entering into a competition. I'm trying to win, but so far, the woman who's in it is just ahead, and the other guy, who I actually know personally, literally has done nothing. He has like the littlest amounts of votes. I'm like, maybe he knows something I don't. Maybe I should have quit when I had that first feeling to quit. But in my mind, I just didn't. After all that, I was working with the paratransit driver, and she put me on her YouTube. We talked for about 45 minutes, just, trying to figure out how we can win this competition. And she just, the nicest thing, I've never met her, but she took time to just, put me on her video and just texted everyone in her church, everyone in my church, my family. They were calling me. It's like, Tyree, how do I get this? How do I get this? My sister, my mom. I'm going through her phone, texting everyone she knew. My dad's phone, texting everyone he knows. I mean, like, there were over 500, likes on the video, which I wish I would have had on my actual YouTube channel. That they took the videos down. I'm like, I don't know if I won. And then a few weeks later, I got the email saying you didn't win. But I'm happy that she won because she worked pretty hard. I don't know what she did, how she got that many votes, those many likes, but she won, and congratulations to her. But this one kind of sucked to lose because there were so many people involved, so many people that I had to go up to, that I just physically put myself out there just to try to win. And the prize was $5,000. That's a lot of money. So with any competition, it can just be me, filling out the application, submitting my portfolio. And if I get it, then I get it, and I'm extremely grateful. And if I don't, I can just sweep it under the rug because no one knew that I was entering into the competition. But this one, like I said, so many people were involved. So many people were like, so did you win? Did you win? Did you win? I'm like, no. And they, of course, no one's really like, oh, you should have won. You failed. It wasn't anything like that. I just felt like saying I lost to the many people that rooted for me so bad to win. But I'm just really grateful that I was able to touch so many people's heart with that video, because I did get so many comments saying, Tyree, thank you for this video. This isn't the last time that I'm entering into a competition, because there is another competition that I'm entering, and this one's also for us individuals with disabilities. And I'm going to submit a drawing. So that video is coming out. So I've submitted the drawing already. I don't know the results. As of this day, even when this video comes out, I wouldn't know if I won. So I put myself out there again. Hopefully I'll get first place. Thank you all for watching, and subscribe so that I can have more of you. So the next time I enter a competition, I can just shoot the video out there and I'll get like thousands of likes automatically. How about that? It'll really help me out a lot. Thank you. Till next time.